Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for urgent love messages from your person. So we have here group 1, group 2 and group 3. So for group 1 we have the dream heart. For group 2 we've got the hope heart. Ta-da! And for group number 3 we've got the love heart. See what we just did. Anyways, sorry, I'm a punny person, okay? Not funny, punny. So we've got those 3 envelopes right there as well. We're going to be getting so much more information with charms and also more envelopes and messages, and we'll see what is coming through also with the tarot as well. I'm very, very intrigued, very excited to see what we do have. So we will definitely take a look. Also want to mention, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month, private paid readings. That's also down there as well, done within 48 hours. It's usually 24 to 48 hours. And also the timestamps for each of these readings is down below as well. I hope you like my setup as well. It's kind of like a new cute little setup. Yes, I still have, well, I don't think you can actually see it on camera, but at some point you might be able to. Yes, there is a bit of a tag hanging actually on this particular tree as well. So if you see that, I just forgot to cut it off, but I will do that very soon. So yes, we will get started. Also, intention bracelets are on my Etsy store as well. They're handmade, meditated with, they're saged, and they're there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life. I'm wearing loads of different love ones. I'm wearing the yin and yang one, which is the black and white one right here. We have the twin flame one, we've got the soulmate one, the love one, which is this one right here, and then also the singles one as well as the evil eye one right on the end. So these are all handmade. They're there to remove obstacles and challenges, and also if you want to see the review section, do check that out to see how other people have seen results with them. There's so many other items on my Etsy store, so do check that out if you're interested. Alright, so first of all we're going to start with group number 1, okay, and then we'll move on to the rest of the groups. So let's just put these together. Okay. Group number 1, let's have a look and see what urgent love messages we have from your person. So first of all, we're going to start with this message. So we've got here dream. Okay, let's just put that where you can actually see it. I'm just going to move things back a little bit so we have a little bit more space. So we have here dream, and then we've also got here the envelope. So I'm just going to open it up, see what we have. So it says here, incoming messages. I think this is quite interesting. Some of you may have had dreams about this particular person, and I also feel as well you might be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. You might be seeing their name in such random places. You might be watching the news, for example, and something just reminds you of them. You might be doing something just day to day and you might be completely just reminded of them again. You might just be, for example, on YouTube and an ad comes up and it just reminds you of this particular person. So this energy here of dream it's almost as though you're seeing so many signs and synchronicities that continuously are like incoming messages towards you that remind you of this particular person. You might see a lot of repeating numbers. You might see a lot of things in general that just really remind you of them. Alright, it's literally as simple as that. So that is essentially your first message, and that's kind of crazy actually, because that was not planned at all. I had no idea what that message was, and I'm going to be grabbing some more messages as well, and of course these are all unplanned. I have no idea what could be coming out here, so we're gonna have a look and see what's coming through in regards to it. I'm very, very fascinated actually, in all honesty, to see what does come through. For some of you, you're getting really extreme dreams in regards to this particular person. They might be very romantic, or they could be completely opposite, and you might be thinking, oh my god, like what if I'm going to lose this person? Your dreams are also connecting you to what you are thinking of throughout the day. So if you are thinking about this person throughout the day, it's connecting. But also, the reason why you're getting a lot of these incoming messages, signs, synchronicities, and dreams is because the other person is thinking of you, okay? So that's like an urgent sort of message here, is that the reason why you're getting a lot of these signs is because they're thinking about you as well, and there's this sense of like this synchronicity that is happening between the two of you. And I really do feel here that when you're getting these dreams, they are as well. Just saying, okay? Just saying, it happens like that sometimes. So let's go for some of these cute little messages. I actually wrote these myself. And then we'll pull some tarot cards as well. So we've got 2 brown envelopes. So we've got here love bug, and we've also got here yes, which I think is quite interesting. So perhaps you've had a question in your mind in regards to this connection, like, you know, is it true? Is it worth pursuing? Is it worth waiting? Is it this? Is it that? So there's a yes here. For some of you, you might have had a different question altogether, but there is a yes. And we've also got love bug. Okay, so you might be bitten by the love bug, but also these are messages from them, right? These are messages from your person. I feel like they are also bitten by the love bug, and they do think about you quite a lot. Even if this is a crush, they do think about you. You might be thinking, does this person actually think about me? Does this person actually care about me? Like, do they actually think of me? You know, they have so many things to do in a day. Do they think about you? Trust me, when there are like really synchronized energies, people will think about you, okay? They just do, and sometimes you don't know, but they just do. Let's go for another message. I need space, okay? It's quite interesting as well. For some of you, you might be in long distance, no contact, you may not be with this person, maybe a separation, but it just goes to show here that there is this energy of them wanting a bit of space and just needing time to sort of figure things out. It could be that the two of you are actually together, but they just need a little bit of time to just sort of figure out their own thoughts, their own feelings, and what they're thinking. So it's just something to be aware of as well in terms of these love messages. So we've got 4 of those love messages that just came through. I think we should grab a few more. Let's do 8 love messages. Oh, okay. We've also got a no. Okay. This is really interesting. It could also be that this person is feeling very hot and cold, okay? Because we saw that energy here of love bug, and we saw this energy of I need space. So one second I feel like they lean very hot towards this connection, and the next second they're quite cold towards this connection, which is also why you might be feeling this inner turmoil within yourself. Okay, so there's this hot and cold energy, which can also, to you, make you feel like this connection is like a dream, like it's not really real. At times it might just feel like a lot, and for them as well, you know, from their perspective, in terms of love messages from your person, it's like they feel very hot and cold, and they need time to sort of process and figure out their own emotions, how they feel, and what they want to do as well. I feel like we should take this one. It's just like dangling on the edge. It says here, I dream about you. You can't make this up, in all honesty, okay? You just can't. We've got here the dream, a heart, and we've got I dream about you. It's literally exactly what I just said. So they do dream about you. There's a confirmation for sure. You are my world. That's interesting. And finally, let's have a look. It says here, just give me some time. So I'm not surprised by that at all as well. So you are my world. It's a message in itself. They really do think very highly of you. They just need time. They're very hot and cold. When people are hot and cold, they need time to be able to process things. And that's literally what it is, right? Just give them some time. That's what's coming through. So those are the urgent love messages. Let's see what tarot has to offer you and show you. I was thinking if we should do charms as well. I think we should. You know, why not? Why not do charms as well? It's just a last minute thing that I was kind of thinking, like, maybe we should do charms, maybe we shouldn't. I think we should. We should do charms. All right, let's see. Urgent love messages from your person. Using traditional tarot, we will see. We got a card here. 7 of Wands, okay, that's that energy of them struggling. They definitely do struggle quite a bit. As you can see here, you had the yes, you had the no. You had the energy of, you know, love bug, you had the energy of they need space, they need time, right? That is their struggle, but they're trying to get through it. That's, you know, they dream about you, they think the world of you. The spirit guides are like trying to, like the universe is literally trying to push this idea into this person that you are special, that you have a lot of significance, you know. 4 of Pentacles. See, they're not like completely running away from you. They are thinking about you. It's just they feel a bit stagnant and a little bit stuck in the whole situation. Not because they want to be stagnant and stuck, it's just the kind of energy that they're in right now. Pentacles is also stability as well. they want stability, but they're really challenged and they feel like they have a lot more to do. Oh my god, you can't make this up. You guys, when I read this envelope which says "You are my world," I literally thought, wouldn't it be so crazy if we got the world card? Lo and behold, the world card. Is it not it's a coincidence? It can't be a coincidence, that's what I'm trying to say, that we have the dream heart and then you've also got the "I dream about you" message, right? So it goes to show that the universe works in more ways than one. You know, you getting, like, for example, a tarot reading on these particular things as well, you see a lot of signs, synchronicities and things just matching up in readings as well, right? Perhaps not just mine, but other readers, you know, you might be able to see just how it makes sense to your situation, or how the cards just all relate to one another or relate to other messages. It happens, right? You've seen it firsthand here as well. So I hope that just also allows you to sort of see like how I work as well. Don't forget to subscribe. This happens all the time, by the way. It really does. But it's amazing every time it does happen. It's like, wow, you know. So the world card here is the fact that you are this person's world. They really feel that you are amazing. You're, you know, just so kind and secure and stable, and that you bring so much to the table. They really do feel that you're someone that can get through obstacles and challenges. They're trying to work through getting through that. That you're someone that's very balanced whilst they are still a little bit unstable. The world here shows that they just think that you have got so much going for you, that you're very attractive, you're very kind. Again, you have so much happening for you, going for you, right? So don't be afraid of your own energy. Don't be afraid of yourself. That's what I want to say. I know that sounds weird to say, like, don't be afraid of yourself, but no, like, believe in your self-confidence and your strength, because what tends to happen in spiritual connections and just connections in general is there is this spiritual energy, right? So when you are so focused on yourself and feeling good about yourself, the other person wants to chase, the other person wants to like work harder. They can feel it in their energy. It's just this irresistible energy. And when you're so focused on them, they don't really feel like they need to chase. You know, they've got so much of your energy. Why do they need to do anything? Okay, so just put energy into yourself. You know, they already think of you as this beautiful, vibrant being. Believe you are that vibrant being, okay? Because for some of you, I'm picking up on low self-confidence, low self-esteem, perhaps not as much self-love as I think you should have for yourself, okay? See, they feel like you're very balanced. Not a surprise, again, that I did say that. And Justice here shows that balancing energy. You've got a lot going for yourself. Like, believe in yourself. That's what I want to say. Believe in yourself. Believe in your self-confidence. Believe you've got a lot of stuff going for you, coming for you, happening for you. You have. You really, really have. Knight of Cups, okay, so Knight of Cups is very, very significant because you've got two knights, Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Like, they really do want to come towards you, okay. I do feel that they fight their urges a lot of the time, but they really have so much emotion towards you, feeling towards you. They care a lot about you as well, but they also feel like you deserve a lot more at times. That's what they think, you know, because they see you as this amazing being who just has got everything together. Even if you feel like you haven't got everything together, they feel like you have, right? So that's kind of energy where they feel like you've got everything together, you know yourself, and they feel like they still have to sort of discover themselves and understand with time what they want. So, you know, these two knights here are very significant because it shows here that they want to be more open, they want to be more giving, they want to be more progressive, they want to communicate more, do more, but, yes, there is a but they know they need to get themselves together as well. So it's almost like they're trying to say, like, you know, you are amazing, you are balanced, you are great, but I need to get myself together because you deserve 100%. That's a big message that I'm seeing here for so many of you, and that's why you're dreaming a lot about them, is because they do care about you. They do really have these feelings towards you, but they know that you deserve 100%. You deserve so much more, they feel, than what they're able to give you at this very point in time. So right now it might feel like a dream to you, but in time, it can become reality. It's just that right now, a little bit different, you know? So that's what we have right there. And I did promise we would do some charms. So of course we will do that. Let me just grab my tray. I have a bunch of crystals actually. Let me figure out where I'm going to put them. Oh, I found a nice little spot. Okay, I'm going to put them in there. Just got some like moon crystals hanging out in my charm drawer. So we've got here the, let's just move these out of the way. Okay, so let's have a look at these charms, see what's coming through. We've got the messages right there. Okay, so if I just grab my charm, oh, we could turn on the candle as well, which you can't really see, unfortunately, but it brightens up the space a little bit. Okay, let's see. Interesting charms that we have right there. Okay, so what we do have here is we've got the Leo charm straight away. Okay, so there's an energy here of passion, fire, strength, courage, like we saw here with the Seven of Wands, right? So they feel that you have this strength and courage whilst they are trying to build up to having the strength and courage. So that's what we've got here. It doesn't really want to stand up, to be honest, but that's okay. That's okay. We can put the lion to rest for now. And also you've got the peg here, which is orange, right? So this is also to do with fire, it's to do with attraction, chemistry. They really do feel that with you here. They might be a Leo, you might be a Leo. So you might have Leo in your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign, or they might. But if none of you do, it's okay. It's just that for some of you astrologically can connect. It's just more so the energy behind it, which is essentially the fact that there's this sense of strength, right? They feel like you are a strong person, you're very courageous, and they want to build up to that. Because what I see here is that there is this energy of them living in fear, right? Which is the complete opposite of the Leo energy. Leo energy is about living in love and living in a very fearless manner. And that's really attractive, you know, very, very attractive. So they want to work up to that. You've also got here, let's have a look, it's stuck to the house actually. We've got the really big grin. I feel like this person's very attracted to your smile, or at least finds you very funny, so that's a good sign. We've also got here the house as well. Now the house here really does represent this sense of like you are home, you know, you are the world, you are the home, so no matter where you are, that's essentially what home is. So this person I do feel has like this attachment then kind of detaches, attachment then detaches, but they have a lot of attachment to you where they feel like you are just this warm, radiant person. You're like a radiator, like a candle, you know, just so much warmth coming out. And that's what we're seeing, you know, you've got this sort of like love heart sort of carved into the top of the home as well. You've got here a picture frame. Actually, you have two picture frames. For some of you, this could mean something, right? You've got two picture frames here, which I think is quite significant. So this can actually mean that perhaps the two of you have either had some pictures taken. There could be memories here, or perhaps the two of you taking out memory like pictures. Perhaps there has been a separation and you kind of like, you know, taking out the pictures of the picture frame, or you took photos together, or you constantly look at pictures of them, or you're looking at their Instagram or their social media photographs and things like that. It's something to do with pictures. Okay, I'm just saying for many of you it's different, but I feel like one of the big messages here is that they also look at pictures of you, okay, which is why I also feel like there's something to do with your smile or to do with humour that they really like, so they like your smile, and they also feel that every time they look at you or look at a photograph of you, they just feel really warm and very happy, like you are home, okay, you are home, you are home. Oh, we've got another love heart here as well. Your heart is beautiful, okay, don't doubt yourself. Your heart is beautiful. Look at that. Love it. It's a beautiful heart here as well. Yes, this is an apple, by the way. I just thought I'd, you know, say that. I get a lot of questions on some of these items. They're all from the range, by the way, if anyone is interested. Interested. That's what I would say. Your heart is very, very beautiful. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt your heart. Do not doubt all of those beautiful, magical qualities that you have within yourself. Do not doubt yourself ever, okay, ever. Like when I say ever, I mean ever. You've also got here this absolutely stunning crystal, which, by the way, is also a heart. You've got a lot of hearts here, which I think is beautiful. I feel like this person's connected to you to the heart as well. You've also got the heart here as well. You've got two keys. Okay, so this showcases the fact this person does feel a lot towards you. They feel like you unlock their heart, and that also that they have, for some of you, this could also be this energy of like them thinking of a future with you, thinking about buying a home, moving in, and doing more with you in the future. So you might be also getting dreams in regards to some of this stuff, and it can be connected to what they have also thought about, which, by the way, they go on and off in regards to, so just be aware of that as well. You've got here the two swans, which, by the way, when they come together, again, reminds me of a heart. God, you got so many hearts. It's a good thing, okay? It's a good thing, but wow. So there's 2 swans, absolutely beautiful. You know, like sometimes in like hotels, they put the towels that like look like that as well. I've seen that on Instagram. A lot of hotels do that, and that's just what I saw. It's like that kind of honeymoon-ish kind of energy coming through. So again, that sort of passion energy, like they think of you as their other half, and they definitely dream of you a lot, and they think about the future with you a lot. It's interesting I said honeymoon because you've got like this beautiful palm tree. For some of you, you might be living in a place, you know, that has palm trees, but this here also signifies that sort of vacation energy of them wanting to perhaps take a trip or a holiday, or again, you know, it's a sense of them dreaming about this as well and thinking about it. Cactus or cacti. That's interesting. It's like sort of decoration as well. But it's also this energy of like them feeling like it's a struggle, you know, because they're prickly, right? They're prickly, but they're beautiful. And you just want to sort of like display it and make it a part of something. You know, it's a little bit like roses as well. The stalks have thorns, but we love roses, you know, it's that kind of energy. But then with the cactus, the whole thing is like that, right? Not thorns, but, you know, different, but anyways, but you still love it regardless, you know, and you want it regardless. So for some of you, you might be like, oh, you know, I know this person's difficult, or I know this person is a bit challenging for me in terms of their thoughts, emotions, and what they want, but I want them, you know, and it's that kind of energy that I see here with that as well. Okay, so this is your reading, group number 1. Now, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe as well. The button is down there. Click on the bell notification so that you don't miss any of my videos, and definitely do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, intention, bracelets and items as well. Do check those out, all down below, and take care, stay safe, love you all, okay? I will say that. And yes, that is your reading. Okay, so now we move to group number 2. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these charms in here, and we will begin. We will begin. I will survive. Dun, dun. Sorry, I move a lot. You know, move around a lot in terms of songs and things. First, I was afraid. I was petrified. Alright, group number 2. Let's have a look and see urgent love messages from your person. Okay, so we're going to have a look, see what's coming through. Don't worry, none of this is going to catch fire. It's an LED candle. I just want to mention that. Some people are very, very concerned in the comment section below. They're like, Moonlight, your candle is like really close to some of this stuff. It's actually quite far away. There's quite a bit of distance, but I can understand your concern. Panic not. Panic not. There's a reason why I haven't actually lit the real candle. It's because, you know, when I'm really focused on a reading, it's hard to like focus on other things sometimes, so going on in the background. So don't worry, I've already thought of that. We're good. Okay, so let's get started here. So the heart that you've chosen here is hope. Okay, the hope heart. And I really feel here that many of you have a lot of hope, okay, a lot of hope with this particular person that you want these messages from. So let's see what is coming through. These are all picked at random, by the way. I haven't pre-done anything. Okay, so the message here, it says, I need time. Okay, there you go, I need time. And that is what we've got right there. So we're going to be getting some more messages out from here. So it's very obvious to me that this person needs time, and that you have a lot of hope that in time this person can be what you want them to be. This person can be much more matched to your expectations, your needs, your wants, your desires, and also that they can be the person that you really think of in your mind as well. Let's see what else is coming through and what they have for you, okay, in terms of messages. So we've got here, I know you want me. Okay, so something tells me that this person already knows that you have interest in them, or that they can pick up in terms of energy that you have interest and that you want this person. And for some of you, okay, I'm just going to say this because obviously I'm reading for many, many people all at once. For some of you, you may have begged and pleaded and wanted this person back. things like that. Obviously, they're going to know that you want them, even if you're messaging them constantly and things like that. Again, they know that you want them. So just, just saying that. But for those of you where this person could be a crush or someone that you probably don't necessarily think they would know that you want them, I feel like energetically they can tell. And they might know from other people as well. So it's just something to be aware of, is that I feel like energetically they know that, and also spiritually as well, they know that as well. You've got here, can you give me some time? Which, again, is fascinating here because you've got 2 envelopes, 2 messages of time. Okay, this person does need time. So something tells me that they know, okay, energetically or physically, that you want this person, but they need time to figure out their thoughts, feelings, energies, and emotions. Now, I want to be very careful with the next thing that I say because I don't want to upset certain people because it may not resonate with everybody, okay? For some of you, they might be looking at other options, looking at other people, trying to figure out what it is that they want. And I don't want to say this in a bad way whatsoever. Sometimes people checking out their other options can really solidify, like, no, I really need that person. And sometimes it can be just really degrading, to ourselves, I guess, when it's like, really, like, you need to check other options to realize if I'm good enough, you know what I mean? But for some people, they just need to do that. So again, just don't take that badly in any way, shape or form. This person obviously seems a bit confusing at times, and what I will say is that they just need some time. And for some of you, not all of you, okay, not all of you, for all of you are they going to be checking out other options, but for some of you they might be doing that, okay? Just want to say that. But what I will say is that if they do choose to do that, it just solidifies the fact that they really cared about you and that they were stupid to check out other options, because I do feel here that they're not going to be able to move on from you. Interestingly enough, I pick up an energy here of suffering. It's almost like they'll suffer and they won't be able to get over you. Isn't that interesting? That was a very, wow, what a message to channel. That was a very deep message, in all honesty. I don't think I gave such a oh gosh, that's a really big thing, for someone to be suffering. And it says here, I feel the passion. Okay. Oh, they feel it. They feel it. You don't need to worry about that. They definitely feel it. They just need time to figure out their own thoughts. Perhaps they need time to figure out their career. They need time to figure out their living situation, people around them, their stability, their happiness, their emotional stuff, emotional baggage. They need time to figure all of that out, and that can just, take away a lot of their sort of energy and time. But I do see here that they do feel that attraction towards you. It's just that sometimes attraction is not enough. Sometimes even love is not enough. There has to be so much more. There has to be maturity that also comes with it as well. Communication, respect, so many other things. So it says here, I need to treat you right. See? Oh my God, what is that song? Because I know I can treat you better than he can. Shawn Mendes, that's the one. I really listen to Shawn Mendes, to be honest, but that song is stuck in my head because it used to be on the radio all the time. I need to treat you right. This is why I think they need time as well, for self-development, growth, to be able to understand exactly what they want, right? And I think that once someone knows exactly what they want, they know what they're ready for, that's the minute that they will treat you right, that they will do better, that they will strive, to have that motivation to just constantly do without having to think oh, should I be doing this? Should I not be doing that? You want to be with someone who is proactive about things, not half asleep, or not you having to nag them, or you having to be do you like me? Do you love me? Why are you with me if you don't love me? That's worse, I think, personally, is just wanting someone and then not getting the full person that you expect. And also, on top of that as well, what I do feel is very significant is, having someone who is mature enough to express their emotions, their feelings, and be 100% present in the connection as well, rather than having someone who's just half in and half out. So they know they need to treat you better, and I think that they're in a position right now where they're just not able to, so that's why we got this energy here of time that keeps coming through. You got here, you're 1 in a million. So it's very obvious to me this person has a lot of attraction towards you, a lot of chemistry towards you, likes you a lot, thinks a lot, okay, thinks a lot about you, sees you as a world in many ways, but is unable to give you what you need, want, desire, deserve in many cases. I'm sorry, but look, they like you, okay? They like you, it's just they need time. I feel like that's the most frustrating thing in the entire world, but they just need some time. It says here, I miss you. Okay, for some of you who know this person and you've had a whole situation together, they miss you, they know they need to treat you right, they know that you are very, very special, it's just they are the issue. Please don't blame yourself, okay? They know that they are the ones that have all of these problems and situations and, you know, challenges going on, so please don't blame yourself. I think that's very important. It says here, I choose you. Okay, so I feel like this person is going to choose you. It's just that they need time to figure themselves. And also, if they go into other situations, or say, for example, they've rebounded, they will realize how wrong they truly, truly were. And I know it can feel so degrading, okay? Trust me, I know. But they will choose you, and it's your choice if you want to accept or reject. Always know that you have power too. I think it's really important for me to explain that, because a lot of the time so many people come to my readings and they're the ones that feel like they have lost all of their power. You have not lost your power, okay? The minute you lose your power is when you beg and plead for someone that doesn't want you. That's when you're losing your power. But then the minute you stop doing that, you automatically start gaining your power, okay? If you beg and plead someone every single day, like that's, you know, that's you completely losing power. But the minute you stop doing that, you focus on yourself, you love yourself, you care about yourself, that's you gaining your power, okay? And I just want you to know that, is that, like, never feel like you don't have power, because you do. You're a human being, and there are so many human beings. I know it's frustrating when you like want one specific person, or you're thinking about one specific person. It's like everyone else can go out the window, but you know, the world is huge. And also, this person will choose you, but it's your choice if you want to also take them back. You know, relationships are two-sided, not one-sided, okay? So your side also matters. You don't have to say yes, you know what I mean? And you also don't have to say no, like, you know, it's one of those things. Okay, so let's go with the tarot cards, and then we're going to do some charms as well. So let's see. Temperance, that's the energy of time. Patience is a virtue, literally what we've just been speaking about. I don't want to go over it over and over again, but for some of you it could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with, or you might be a Sagittarius. Regardless, this is about knowing that the sun rises and sets every single day without fail, and it will always continue to do so. Okay, so this is about knowing that give things a little bit of time, but also focus on yourself as well. Don't just like constantly be putting so much time and energy and effort into this person. Put it into yourself as well, right? I think that's the most beautiful thing, is when you put it into yourself and you also choose yourself. Anyways, the message from them here is that they need time, okay? That's literally the energy with Temperance here, that they need time, they need to figure things out. You've got the Tower here as well. This is Mars energy. So this is a timeless reading, but as I'm filming this, it is the Mars retrograde, okay? Tower is ruled by Mars. So for those of you watching it around this time, that's very significant. It just means try not to get into arguments, okay, because it can really be quite catastrophic. What I will say though is that in general, whenever you watch this reading, it is symbolizing here that, you know, take things easy in conversation. You might be really impatient, you might be wanting love straight away, you might be, you know, just wanting all of this because your emotions are very, very high. Okay, so this shows here that your emotions are just running, and you might just want things straight away, and you might not be able to understand why this person needs time, but they need time. And so if you don't take things easy with them in conversation, and you push them too much because your emotions are running high, it can be a bit catastrophic in terms of communication, right? Because they might take a step back. But what I will say here is the Ace of Cups here shows they have feelings towards you, perhaps not at the level that you have them, because they're trying to warm up their cup. They're trying to like fill it up by taking time, right? Your cup is already full. So it just goes to show here the dynamic is a little bit different, a little bit slower than you are. Okay, but just saying, okay, because whilst they're doing this whole temperance thing with their cup, your cup is already full. And you're filling it more and more the more you choose yourself. It's good. It's a good thing though, right? I will say that. But it can frustrate you. Just saying. Eight of Cups. Nice. I like the Eight of Cups. I hope you do as well. Do you like the Eight of Cups? Oh, sorry, sorry, not the Eight of Cups. Oh my God, I don't think I'm the biggest fan of the Eight of Cups, to be honest. Eight of Wands, more fire energy. Okay, and then on top of that is where you've also got the Seven of Wands. I don't know why I said the Eight of Cups. But more so, I don't think anyone really likes the Eight of Cups. I'll just put that out there. Eight of Wands, on the other hand, is nice. This is about flowing communication, which I see coming your way. It's like they want to talk to you. They want to talk to you, but the more messages there are, the more communication there is, the more you might feel like, well, why are things not coming together? Like, why are you not taking things further forward? Why are you not doing as much as I want you to do, right? So that's why I'm saying here, be careful, okay? Take things a little bit easy with the Tower card. Otherwise you might regret things, you know, that you say. You might get frustrated. Five of Pentacles. This is that energy of feeling abandoned, feeling left out, feeling lonely. Listen, it's a changeable energy, okay? I just want to say that. They do feel left out without you. They do feel that they're missing you with this I miss you card, right? They feel that. But what I will say is just be careful with the communication here, because they do need some time. And that's very vital here. Okay, so let's now go with the charms. So I'm just going to move this to the side. The reason I have this tray is because my charms make a lot of noise, and it's a vibe. And we don't like that vibe. It just makes so much noise, and it might make noise now as well, so I'm just going to warn you. Got a llama. Is this a llama or an alpaca? Someone tell me. But do you know what this means? It just means really cozy. Like, you make this person feel really cozy, very, very warm. Actually, do you know what? It goes with the Temperance card, which is this sort of angelic energy. You just are so warm and lovely to this person. They feel like you're such a great person, in all honesty, and just so, so kind. I was going to actually get some more charms out as well. I just really felt very drawn to it, so... It's just like dangling. We've got the Gemini charm just literally dangling on the key, and the key is around my ring finger. Well, my right hand ring finger. Okay, so we go now. Got quite a few charms here. I was very, very tempted to get a few more charms out as well. So can't make that up, can we? Time. So that's very, very obvious here. Time. They need time. We already know that. We've got here the key. So the key really here is giving this person time, but not to the point where you're waiting for this person. You don't want to do that. You want to focus on yourself, because the more you wait, the more you will end up waiting. That tends to happen with a lot of people. They think like, oh, okay, I'll just wait a couple of months because that's what it means, and see what happens. And then they wait a couple of months and they're like, where is this person? But it's because you're waiting, you're putting so much energy in their direction, they don't feel like they need to do anything. So make sure you're focusing on yourself and actively doing things for yourself. I think it's very, very important. You've got here the energy of Virgo, which, by the way, this looks so much like the Temperance card. Does it not? Can we all be in agreement? I think we should be. Wow. The Virgo charm here is very much so about, I mean, for you might be a Virgo, this person might be a Virgo, but more so, okay, this energy here is really about looking after yourself, putting yourself first, taking care of you, and again, that you're this sort of angelic energy. This person is very, very lucky, okay, to have come across someone like you. You are the charm, you are the diamond, you are, you know, this person that this, you know, it's just amazing. So please don't blame yourself or think to yourself like, oh, I'm not good enough. No, okay, we're in 2020, we don't need those kinds of vibes, okay? We really don't, and this is timeless as well, okay? Just in case you're watching this in the future, like, we're in the 20s in terms of the years, okay? And we don't need that vibe, okay? We're lifting each other up, and you're strong and confident, and by the way, you have such a good energy that I can pick up on here, that you don't need to belittle yourself. Just saying. Also, the more you don't belittle yourself, the more things come together. So just, you know, FYI, works hand in hand. Taurus charm as well. You might be a Taurus, they might be a Taurus. And you also got Gemini as well, okay? Just saying, could be a vibe. Got the heart as well. I feel like this person really does have a lot of feelings towards you. It's just that they're a bit closed off and need time. By the way, the Taurus charm is all about time. Like, trust me when I say, like, the Taurus energy is stubborn at times, like we see here, and also very slow in terms of commitment. So just want to, you know, say that in terms of energy. The Gemini charm here is them sort of going back and forth in their heart and their mind and their own energy. Like one second they think one thing, another second they think another thing. For some of them, you might find that they sort of have this like split energy where they're like one way one time and another way another time, just something I'm mentioning. And they might be so like in their own energy that you find it really hard to figure them out, you know what I mean? So just saying that as well. Got another heart here. This really matches actually the cactus or the cacti, and it also matches this particular it's like a little marble, but it's got a petal inside, so it's almost like you are so special. You are very, very special, right? And they think of you as someone very special, so it's like they would preserve your energy. It's like if you were to disappear in time, they would very much so have a lot of regrets, and they would think that you're the one that got away, you know what I mean? So it's that kind of energy here where they would think about you even in the future. Cactus, yeah, it can really hurt right now. You've got here the throat chakra crystal, which, by the way, Taurus rules the throat. So I'm not surprised to see that here, because you might be getting, again, more communication from this person. Like we saw with the Eight of Wands, right? Communication, I feel, is coming. Also, speaking of that, I was going to, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to say with the Virgo charm as well, is that Virgo is to do with like the stomach. So if you get a lot of anxiety, or you're like, you know, feeling like, oh my god, like it's just, you know, it's a lot to handle, especially in your stomach, what I would recommend is meditation. That can really help you. And also on top of that as well, just know that that's because you're thinking quite a lot about the situation as well, that it can make your stomach go uneasy. So take care of yourself, you know, that's one thing I will say. Herbal teas also help, which, by the way, can relate nicely to this charm here. And also spending time in nature, that can be really good for you to sort of activate your heart chakra, your root chakra. Yeah, spending time in nature with the green. Don't be afraid to know that you are the magic, all right? You are the magic. You have so much. Okay, this is like the glittery potion, but this is you, okay? You are literally a potion of glitter. You have so much to offer, and it's almost like you want the best for this particular person. And you've got also the R as well. This might resonate with some of you, an R. And you've got also the bird as well. This is like, I think this is a toucan. This might resemble something quite strong for some of you, but just know that you have the ability to spread your wings, okay? You might not be spreading your wings in this particular situation, but you will. You've also got here a token, okay? So this token here could mean something. Perhaps you've had a token from this person. It could also mean that you get a token from this person. Something to do with a token. Token of auspiciousness, perhaps. This is you getting hit, I feel, by like Cupid's arrow. This is also showing here that there's some direction to this connection as well. I feel like what they want to tell you is that in time they'll be much more open to this connection and much more open to exploring this entire connection, taking things further forward. We've also got here what I believe is a llama, okay? Whether it's a llama or an alpaca, I just want to say this is cozy energy. They feel like you're a cozy person, you're very warm, and that, you know, you're the kind of person that they could just spend a really long time just sort of cuddled up with, watching something and just really feeling that warmth and good energy. So that's what we've got there. And then you've also got here two smiley faces. You've got the kissy face. You've also got this really nice sunglasses, like cute face. Oh, and the donut. This is really sweet. So they feel that you're a very sweet person as well, whether you like donuts or not. But there's this energy of you being very cool, but also very loving. So they think of you as a real balanced person, and they also like balance in their life as well. So this energy here of like hope is quite significant, because it shows that there is hope for this connection, and that in time they'll be much more open towards this particular connection and taking it further forward, because they really do like you. It's just they need time, and for some of them this time involves sort of exploring what they have in front of them and like narrowing everything down so that they can be 100% certain, 100% sure as to what they truly want to do as well. So that's what we've got there. So group number 2, if this resonated, don't forget to like this video by clicking the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy. And do take care. Alright, so that is your reading. Now we go to group 3, so I'm just going to move that along. Alright, so group 3, we're going to see what is coming through. So I have got here your envelope and your heart. So this is the love heart, as you can see. So let's have a look and see what message we have here. And then I'm going to add to your messages. We're going to use some tarot cards, some charms. We're going to really get in there. So it says here, I know I'd come to you. I know I'd come to you. It's almost like they know that if they, like for some reason I'm picking up, like if they could, they would really just like get on their horse and come towards you. I know I'd come to you. That's really interesting because it's not like I will come to you or I'm coming. You know, this is like I know I'd come to you, which to me, right, signifies the fact that there's something that's holding them back a little bit. It's like I know I'd come to you, but there's a but in here somewhere. So let's see where this but is. It kind of sounds funny to say, like let's see where this but is. Okay, let's have a look. So it says here no. But I want to see what this no is all about, and we'll also get some tarot cards and charms as well. I need time. Okay. I know I'd come to you. I think that's where the but is, but I need time. And also it says here no. So I think that if you were to ask this person for something more, they would sort of right now backtrack a little bit. Perhaps they would say like, no, I'm not too sure, I'm not too ready, I need some more time to think about things. So it's just something to be aware of, is that you have got a no, okay, but a no doesn't necessarily mean something terrible, okay, because for some of you might have had in your mind like, okay, maybe this is a sign that they're not seeing someone else, right? Because you might have had that in your mind. For some of you, very, very few of you might have had like, oh, I wonder if they're seeing someone else. And then you come to this message and you see no. So that can be a confirmation for something good as well. I just want to say that because there's a lot of people watching this reading. Well, I hope there's a lot of people watching this reading. I'd say that if there's over like 1,000 views, then, you know, that's still a substantial amount of people watching this reading. I'm just saying, okay. You say, We've got here the message, I choose you. See what I mean here? Is that this no is not necessarily bad. I mean, they might not choose you at this very point in time, but it doesn't mean they won't choose you later on. So this person needs time, right? And time means that right now they can't, but in the future they can. It also shows very much so that they choose you. You know I'd come to you, but I need time. But also, this message here shows that they will choose you. I think in the future they will. And you've got here your 1 in a million. Okay, so you're obviously very special to this person. This person really likes you. For them to have that message of your 1 in a million really does go to show that you are very special to them. They've come across very few people that have the heart that you do, the soul that you do, everything that you give that you have. They haven't come across that. They don't feel that you are close to a lot of the other people that they have met. So I know it can feel just really demoralizing to see something like this where you know you're such a good person and the other person knows that you're a good person and they still don't want to choose you. But, okay, there's always a but, this solidifies even more to them. And with time, they just know. But that doesn't mean that you need to sit here and wait. Wow, we've got a lot of messages here. It doesn't mean you have to sit and wait. It says, I feel the passion. Okay, so this person is feeling the passion. Got here, love bug. Okay, so clearly, I feel like this person loves you. Okay, especially with that love message. It's just that I feel like they might be getting themselves together. Perhaps it's their career, their home life, healing family issues. They might be having certain awakenings. They might be very, very busy with moving or traveling or just, you know, business things or education. Like this person seems very, very busy and very tied up in their own world. So this no is not a personal thing. This no is more so an energy of they need time. They know your value. They understand you. But they got so much other stuff going on that they don't want you to, you know, take this personally. So you've got the yes as well. Okay, so first it's a no and then it's a yes, right? Because that's what I said, is that eventually I feel this person's going to choose you. And then you've got here, can you give me some time? So you've got another energy to do with time, right? This is a question. Can you give them some time? And that's why I feel like if you can give them time, they will choose you. But remember, you don't want to be sitting and waiting. You want to do your own thing. Let them come to you. You know, that's the best thing you can do. And then it says here, I need to treat you right. So again, you know, they're not coming to you right now because they know they need to treat you right. They need to give you 100%. They don't just want to like jump into something and then not be able to treat you right. That would be awful. So they want to get themselves together first and then give you 100% and be 100% focused on you. You don't want someone who's like 20% focused on you, right? You don't deserve that. No. You deserve someone who is 100% focused on you and 100% willing to make you the priority and invest in you. And that's why they need time, right? So that they can find that time to get everything done and then they can invest in you. So that's what I feel like they really want to tell you here. Tarot time. Hashtag tarot time. Let's see, got here 7 of Cups. See, they're dealing with a lot of things. Okay, this is a lot of stuff going on. They have many, many things on their plate that they know they have to work through, that they know they have to get through, and that is literally them doing all of that right now, right? They're trying to just wing it all, basically. 7 of Cups, yeah, they've got a lot going on. Like that's a lot, you know, and it's like, okay, what do I focus on? Okay, I need to do this. So Page of Wands. I feel also that perhaps they might not be putting you first or like really be treating you in such an urgent manner because perhaps you're available to this person and communicating with this person, or they just know that you're there and that you're not going to go anywhere else, so they don't feel like really urgently like, oh, I need to secure down this connection or anything like that. So I'm just saying that here because they've got a lot going on, but sometimes what happens is we sort of focus on the more urgent things first. And what I do see with the 7 of Cups is that, especially with these messages here, is that they're kind of putting you a little bit more on the back burner. Like they have, to me, what it seems like they feel like they have more important things right now to focus on, which probably seems awful, but they just feel like you're secure, like you're not going to go anywhere. So if you did move on, oh my God, that would literally shock the hell out of them. But you don't want to do that out of spite, and you don't want to do that out of revenge, because things like that can backfire. Okay, Page of Wands, they have a lot of attraction and chemistry towards you, which, by the way, I'm not surprised because you had Love Bug, so I'm not surprised by that. We got here the 4 of Pentacles that just flipped over in the middle of the deck. Yeah, see, they feel like you're just there. You're sitting there, you're doing your own thing. They don't feel like they've lost you, so they're not doing things as quickly as you would want them to. They're not urgent about it, right? Because they just think, oh, you're just sitting there, you're always going to be there. Where else are you going to go? Some of them are very content with that energy, which is a little bit worrying at times. That's why I say, you know, focus on you, live your best life. They'll feel it in their energies, and then they'll have a little bit more urgency. Ace of Swords here. That's victory and success and clarity, so that's good. The Emperor here is their ego, okay? So this person can be a bit egoistic, just thinking that you're always going to be there, you're always going to be waiting, you're always going to be just present, and that they can do everything else and then come to you after. Well, they do have to work on a lot of things though, right? And you want someone who's worked on their stuff before they just magically turn up, so maybe this is also a blessing in disguise that this is happening this way, right? Because you don't just want someone to turn up into your life and then give you like barely anything and give you breadcrumbs. That's no fun. That's no good. Let's just be very honest. That's no good. Yeah, so 7 of Wands here are the challenges, the obstacles, and the struggles. The 7 of Wands here also shows here that, you know, it's a little bit difficult right now. 7s also show a lot of reflection. It shows that they've got so much going on that they feel like they have to get everything together before they can really progress further. You know what I mean? So they've got a lot going on here. But, yes, there's a but. But it does show that in time they will work through this, because I see with the Emperor they're like very determined, very proactive, very progressive with all of this work, and they want to fight for it all. It's just that it takes a bit of time, they've got a lot going on. It's one of those things, okay? So that's what we've got there. So let's go with the charms now, okay? So I'm just going to move this little, it's not really crystal, but I was going to call it crystal, a little heart. Let's just leave those there. Let's go with the charms. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Charms. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I'm really so sorry. It just made a lot of noise, and my microphone is a little bit awkward. I did try to pick a new microphone, and it didn't work, and it was frustrating. It picks up things that hit the table a lot more than my voice, and my voice is so close to this microphone. It's one of those things. I do apologize. Okay, so it's amazing that this is the one that made the most noise, and also in terms of, I think, the reading as well, it's probably the one thing that just sticks in your mind, right? Out of all the messages, you're probably thinking, it's going to take time. You know, I can see it. I can feel so many of you thinking, it's just not what I wanted to hear, that it's going to take time. I hate that phrase. I literally hate that phrase so much, time. And that is the one that just hit the table the hardest. It's the one that made the most noise. I think out of all of these messages here, some of you just saw that energy of like, you know, can you give me some time? And you just thought, you know, I just see some red faces like, no Moonlight, I don't want to give time, or I don't want to wait. So there you go, I need time. I don't know why I put it back in there, but anyways, there you go. Okay, this person needs time. It's literally as self-explanatory as that. They got a lot going on. You see these clouds here with the Seven of Cups as well. Okay, they've just got so much going on. It's like they're looking up and they're seeing a million clouds. And then they're like working through all of these things and they see more million clouds. It's like they have so much on their plate right now that it's just constant clouds coming. They're waiting for, you know, when things get really, really clear, so that they can just work on things and progress things with you. And it's going to take time, obviously, for that to happen. You know, it's like seasons as well. So it could take a couple of months, you know, for that energy to sort of clear as well. I just, you know, want to say that. Also, right, you had the love heart, as we have right here. You've also got the love charm as well. So this person, I feel, does love you and has feelings of love towards you. It's just that they need time. You've also got the heart here as well. You've got the star. So I feel like this person really does think that you are very, very special and that you have just an amazing charm about yourself. You've got so much to give. You have so much love, and you're very, very special. We've also got this beautiful, I love this charm so much. You know, all of these facets, you have these amazing qualities. They really do admire those beautiful qualities. And you might just feel like, ugh, why the time? You know, it's like everything else is just really workable. Then why this? And I know it can feel so frustrating. It really can. But I do feel this person will choose you, because we've got here the bouquet of flowers. So this here shows your reward, is that you can receive this bouquet of flowers from them, and you can find this happiness and fulfillment with them. That's what I'm seeing. You've also got here the palm tree as well. What I would say is try and take some rest, do some like retreating, because that will just really allow you to feel so much more calm and focused on yourself as well, and happier in your own personal energy. The more you're focused on this person, the more frustrated you can feel, the more just like not good you can feel. So the more you focus on yourself, the better you will feel, and the happier you will feel as well, because that's just what I'm seeing, right? So I just feel here that, you know, you can feel really anxious and you can feel really frustrated, but just know that this is the phase that they're in. So in terms of their urgent love messages, right now they're also feeling like super confused, like, oh my god, I got so much going on, like I'm feeling worried. You know, for some of them they're feeling really worried, very stressed out, they've got so much going on. But on the other flip side, this is you feeling like, oh, why does this person not want to work on things with me? I'll build with them, I'll help them, but you got to understand this person also has to do things on their own as well, right? And that also gives them a sense of satisfaction. But I think the bouquet here shows your reward, which I think is quite significant in many, many ways, because it just goes to show that you will get the reward that you're looking for, but you also have to just focus on yourself and know that you are special, okay? You are really, really special, and you have to know that it's about hope and it's about faith, but more than anything else, it is about knowing that you have so much going for yourself, and you're such a good person, and you're such a kind, caring, giving human being, and that's just really important. We've also got the A here as well, so for some of you in terms of initials, that could make a lot of sense, you know, a love. So for some of you, this is that energy of, you know, a love, like this is a love of my life, like, you know, this is a love that you want to know about. So that's what we've got there. This is your reading, group number 3. I really hope this helped you. Now, if it resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, and also do comment down below how it resonated if you'd like to. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click on the notification bell as well next to it, and you'll be subscribed. Well, you will be notified every time I post a new video. And also do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items as well, which are on Etsy. And yeah, do take care as well.